Sláinte, everybody. Hope you guys are having a Bushmills Sunday night. Just feels like a good time for Bushmills. They had a big announcement this week, and I thought it is a good time to go over the Causeway Collection. So let me see who we have in chat tonight. Hey, cheers, John Matlick. Thank you for jumping in here with us. Cheers, Sugar Kitty. I've got to get Sugar Kitty a picture of the new redacted Irish whiskey label. It's actually a brand that is sourcing from other places. So the first one was ironically Cologne. Gorgeous labels though. Hey, Kathy Huey, it is good to see you. Sláinte, Eric Gunderson. Kathy snagged a Redbreast PX over the weekend. Sad I didn't grab a second one. Yeah, that's one. I don't know if you can buy enough bottles of that, to be honest. Like I said, I went through 4 last time. And I'm on the very last one, and I definitely am going to pick up a couple. Cheers, DJ Beacon. Loved Giant's Causeway and a great name for Bushmills' latest products. I passed on the road bridge. Me and you both. Ours was a little more of a time thing because I'm one. I don't like heights, but I am one to push myself to do stuff like that. But we did not have time. It was a little busy, and we had to be at Bushmills for a tasting that we booked. Which if you've never been to Bushmills, it's really, really cool place. Really enjoy Bushmills Prohibition. I do too. I really wish they would just keep that in the lineup. I love the bourbon cask finish on that. I love the proof on that. It's such a good bottle. Cheers, Gandy Road. It is good to see you, sir. Let me know what you guys are drinking in chat. If you're drinking Irish, if you're drinking bourbon, you're drinking Scotch. And cheers, David Bass. Thank you for jumping in here. I appreciate it. I know we all get busy. Before I even got into the whole Bushmills presentation, I've been crazy busy lately. This week was the first week that I have actually been back inside the office since 2020. Yeah, didn't care for that. I like my home office. I like being able to do stuff. So like being able to, get up and eat whenever I want to and be able to just focus and not have, there's a lot of chaos going on. So very grateful that my company does not do that on a regular basis. Other big news, which occurred to me that I announced this on Leanne's stream and didn't say anything to you guys. My Patreons know. But you guys know I'm a huge fan of Cologne Irish whiskey. Cologne has a enthusiast group that is kind of self-organized, and it is over 1,000 people worldwide. And I found out a couple months ago that Cologne Distillery named me the first chair of the Cologne Cult Enthusiast Club. So that was just, I can't even tell you how big of an honor that is, really. I was just blown away to be the first chair picked. So for 2023-24, I am the first chair. Got like a hair, caught my glasses here. And in case I don't have anything else going on, I also just this past week was elected vice president of my Irish ladies organization. So yeah, gotta start getting a little busy as March rolls around. Hi, Ben. Cheers to you. It is good to see you. Hey, cheers, Robbie. Oh, 5 a.m. for work. Well, thank you. I appreciate you always stopping by. You have a good day, man. I know that you will be watching the Cologne Blackberry Rum release that is happening later today. Oh, thank you, Gandy. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Sugar Kitty. Oh, you did see the label on their website. Okay. It's a gorgeous label. It is really, really nice. They did a wonderful job. They really did. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, you will be. I kind of figured. Okay. So let me know what you guys are drinking. Let me know if you've had any of the Causeways. I really appreciate the Bushmills Causeway collection. It is Bushmills the way we really would like it, which is cask strength, non-chill filtered. I don't think there's natural coloring in it. So I kind of wish the whole lineup was like this, but the series is really exciting because Bushmills also, I believe, and Robbie, you might know if I'm wrong here, they finished work on the new Causeway distillery. that is at Bushmills. So I'm hoping that we might see more of this stuff come to the States. Right now, we get a couple things I'm going to tell you guys about, but let's get into this. Let me share screen here. Okay, so this is the reason I wanted to go over this week. I like to tell you guys about new releases for Irish whiskey. And this is the big new release this past week, is the announcement of the 2023 Bushmills Causeway Collection. Now, a couple of these are Irish exclusives. A couple, there's usually some that go to Australia, go to other countries. There's usually, I believe there was a UK release last year for the British market. One of them went to Canada. None of these specific will come to the US, but I'll go over the ones that will. But this is the second release for Master Blender Alex Thomas. The first two that were released just this past week are, this is the 1999 New American Oak. So this is a 1999 Bushmill single malt that has been matured exclusively in New American White Oak casks. This one is Ireland exclusive. It's available at, I think I've seen it every single freaking Irish retailer. So online, and I've perused some of the carryouts there on their sites and seen it. This one is retailing for €450, cask strength, non-chill filtered, 50.1% ABV. I am excited to try this one. This one is one I might pick this one up. Of the two, this is the one I'm probably going to pick up. Take a break here. Let me see who else we got in here. I saw a couple more people. Cheers, Slapshot. Thank you for joining us. Oh, where's it out here? I saw somebody else. There she is. Cheers, Amy O'Byrne. Happy anniversary. It is Amy's wedding anniversary today. So cheers. Slaunch it to you, Amy. Slaunch it to Mick. Oh, the Sagamore Rye VDN. That one is so good. That was like orange creamsicle. I love that bottle. You've tried these. Oh, the next one I'm going to go over, the Cognac 10-year. Okay. I might have to try that one then, Robbie. I might have to try that one. So the one that Robbie is referring to here is this one. So this is a 2010 finished in Cognac casks. My only reservation on this one is I have the last year, or not the last year. This is the 2021. Yeah, so 2021 Cognac. So I'm wondering, I'm wondering how very different it is. This one is a little bit older. This one is €125, cask strength, non-chill filtered. So this one has been matured in ex-oloroso, ex-bourbon casks, then finished 23 months in Cognac casks. This one is 53.8% ABV. So those are the two that are going to be releasing for the Irish market. These are Irish exclusives. They're available. If you go to Ireland, you're going to find them everywhere. If you go on Irish retailer websites, you're going to find them everywhere. So what can you get if you're in the US? Because I know a bunch of you guys are. Well, we get the Rare Cask series. Now, this series is, they consider this part of the core lineup for Bushmills, and these are the oldest casks they have. So you have, this one is a little bit more of a price difference. This one is a 25-year finished in ruby port casks. That one, I'm going by the MSRP in my state. I'm in a controlled state of Ohio, and the MSRP in that is $900. That's what that one's selling for. Or the 30-year finished in PX casks, and that one retails for $2,199. Both of those are available in the US in multiple places. The big problem, and I get kind of just rubs me the wrong way about these two, is they're both 46% ABV, which means they're not cask strength. They've been proofed out. I have a problem with that. You're paying that kind of money, that kind of old whiskey, just give it to us at cask strength. But if you're in the US, those are some options for older Bushmills products. I have not had the opportunity to try either one of these. I haven't heard a lot about the Ruby Port. I've heard that the PX is good, but I just have a personal problem spending more than my mortgage on a bottle of whiskey. So I probably will not be buying that bottle. But if you're a big Bushmills fan and want to get those are available in multiple states. All righty. Move. Yeah, $900. Well, that's nice. Yeah, double what the $19.99 is going for. I just don't know if that price difference warrants that. I really don't. That's a tough sell. So I'm going to share with you the causeways that I've managed to accumulate over a few years here. And we're starting out with one of the ones that it might be the only one that is not cask strength. And that is, this one was released in 2021 under Hella Mulholland as the master blender. And this one is finished in Cognac casks. It's a 10-year Causeway. Oh, come on, camera, focus. It was working earlier, I swear. You'll have to trust me. So this one is finished in Cognac casks. This one is non-chill filtered, but it is 46% ABV. So this is another one that they have proofed down. This one was available in Ireland, and this one actually came from Canada. So I got this one on a trip to Calgary. This one is really, really kind of orchard fruity. A lot of pear and honey and almond, which makes me think a part of this, I put the can over there. A part of this was probably oloroso sherry finished, if I'm getting that almond that prominently on this. This one, I want to say paid 80, well, probably 80, 90 Canadian. Or 80.90 US in Canada, but I'm not sure what I paid in Canadian. But this one, really light color. Really light color. Ooh, another Bushmills Prohibition. Let me tell you, if you still find those around, grab them, because I am not sure that they're going to keep that one. I really enjoy it. So I've been lucky. I've accumulated a few of these, and I will say they are really unique. A lot of pear and honey almond big time. It's got a little bit of spice on the finish too, which surprises me because it's not very high proof. 46%. I don't know the reasoning. I don't know why this is the only one that wasn't cask strength. It's odd. You can still find these in the secondary market quite easily. They're frequently on there. It is really good pour. It really is. Teeling has a Black Pitts Celtic Whiskey Shop exclusive, very limited release. It's single malt Marsala cask at 60.8. Ooh. No, that sounds good. Celtic Whiskey Shop, huh? That's actually... I haven't gotten them. I've gotten Carry Out Killarney before. I haven't gotten them yet. And cheers, Richie Z. Let me know what you guys are drinking. I am having some Bushmills 10-year Cognac finish. This was a release in Ireland and in Canada. Canada got some of this. I don't know how far reaching in Canada. Well, yeah, I know it. I think Donald got one, so it had to be in Ontario. Had to have made it at least that far. Canada, you guys are tough to get whiskey from. You do not ship it out at all. I think Canada and Australia are the toughest places to get whiskey from. Alrighty. Let's move on to another one here. So let me know in chat if have any of you guys been to Bushmills. I know some of you have been to Ireland. Or are located in Ireland. I know Robbie's been there. Amy slumming it with some Redbreast 27. That's a good anniversary pour. I don't blame you at all. That is a very good anniversary pour. I still have a third to half of my batch 2 bottle, and I only break it out for stuff like Christmas and anniversaries and birthdays and things like that. Ooh, Turcano 15. That's a good one. That is a good one. Anytime you can get some Cooley. Cheers, JG. And Dublin worldwide shipping as far as I know. Okay. Yeah, I know of them. I just haven't had the chance to peruse anything they have yet. Trying to cut back, Robbie. Jeez. I keep saying that. It has yet to happen. You've been to Ireland, yes, but not in that part. Sipping on extra large size Irish coffee. Oh, with the 2 stacks Irish cream. Let me tell you, that is coming to the US. So if you guys see 2 stacks Irish cream, buy a bottle and then remember where it was, because you're going to go back and buy more. It has double the cream and double the amount of whiskey. It is their regular whiskey they use in their regular blend, their cask strength blend. It is very, very good stuff. I'm disappointed because I actually do have some 2 stacks Irish cream still left, but I'm making Irish cream cookies and I'm going to have to use it all for that. So I'm going to have to I got to get another bottle of that. There's no way I'm going to make it through holidays with only what I have in that bottle. St. James. Oh, okay. So you've been in Dublin. Hey, cheers, Tony. See, we were at Bushmills this summer. Had a great tour of the new distillery with Alex. Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. We're hoping to go over there. Cheers, Jim. Am I off my tree, or was it Redbreast 12, 43, or 46% ABV at one point? I don't know. I've only ever seen it at 40. There's a couple of people from Ireland in here that might be able to tell you if they've seen it over there at a higher ABV. So that's a good question. Oh, yeah. If you guys get over to Ireland, Celtic Whiskey Shop, really great shop. Really great shop. Hey, cheers, hey, and AZ. How are you now? Good, and you? See who was. Hey, Donald. So, Donald, I just finished the Bushmills Causeway Canadian. So now we are going to, we're working our way up as far as age here, as far as the oldest releases to the newest. This one is another 2021. This was an Ireland exclusive release. So this one is another one from Helmut Holland, and this is finished in Sauternes casks. See if we can get this freaking camera to focus. Kind of. So this is a Sauternes cask finish, 2011, and this one is 56.3% ABV. So this one is cask strength. This one you still can find in some shops, and some online places. You can find this on secondary market. Still, this was a really, really good one. This is one, I know this was former Bushmills brand ambassador, Laura McMullen. This was one of her favorites. We'll leave that one right there. Just brought a Middle West bourbon cream. Let's say the mother-in-law really enjoyed it and we only have half a bottle left. Kathy, you've been to Middle West Distillery more than I have here of late. And I live 20 minutes away from it. I seriously do need to get there more. Yes, I was just drinking the Cognac cask. Here we go. That I brought back from Canada. I thought you had this one. Let me know in chat. I thought you had that one. All right. I need more Irish. Only have a Bushmills Prohibition left and a Power Stone Slant. I know what you did there. I'm drinking very sparingly. You know, and John's Lane is just such a freaking good pour. If you had to have two, those are two good ones to have. This one, let me tell you, you can get the Sauternes on the nose on this big time. Big time. A little bit darker in color. Much higher ABV. This one distilled 8/22 2011, recast 3/28 2019, and bottled in 2021. I don't recall what the other release, Ireland release, was that year. They do two every year. I don't recall what the other one was. And cheers, Alex. I have the Cognac Cascades. Yeah, Alex, I know you have that Bushmills, that Cognac. Yeah, I am a big fan of Bushmills. I always have been a really big fan of Bushmills. I do gravitate more towards single malt. Several bottles of it. I thought you said you had some. Oh, the Glendalough 17 is very, very good. I have about half a sample left. In Canada, it's a Canuck cask. All right, Robbie says, I live a couple minutes away from the Pierce Lyons distillery, and it's an old church beside Guinness and Roe & Co. Plus, within walking distance is the Old Powers distillery. Let me tell you, if you go to Ireland, that is, and you're going to be in Dublin, that is the one distillery I highly recommend you visit, is Pierce Lyons. They make good whiskey, and it is just an absolutely gorgeous facility. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Richie. Thank you. Yes, Patreon members, every month, I give away some of this whiskey behind me that I keep buying from Ireland in abundance. And Teeling. Yeah, Teeling's there too. The puppy is good. She's upstairs. My husband's trying to keep her quiet. We have my brother's dog here too. So we have 3 dogs right now, and it's thank goodness he's coming to get her tomorrow. We'll just say that. It's been interesting. I even drink standard Bushmills like a savage. I like the Bushmills Classic label. I do like it. Yes, there is supposed to be a Canadian release of the Causeway ice wine cask. I could not zoom in on that picture that I showed earlier to see if it's in this 2023 lineup. If it is, I might be making a trip to Canada to visit you, because that just sounds amazing. Every ice wine cask finished Irish that I have, Irish really works well with ice wine. Really, really does. Yes, Pierce Lyons 12, very, very good. I like Pierce Lyons. I really do. All right, this one, the Sauternes, it's a lot more floral than that first one, that cognac finish. It's like flowers and apricots and honey. Yummy, yum, yum, yum. Now, where that cognac, I got a little heat at the end, even though it wasn't that proofy. This one, I don't get any kind of heat at all on the finish, and it is 56.3. 56 or 58? 56.3. And I don't get any kind of hot finish on this. So I can see why this is Lauren's favorite. This one goes down like butter. It's very nice. I'm actually shocked that I've managed to hold on to this much of it left. I think it's because I've accumulated a few more. But we did visit the Bushmills Distillery when we were there back in 16, I want to say. So if you go on a tour, the first thing they are going to ask you to is make sure you have a designated driver, or have, a cab, because the the tasting they have there, they give you, I think it was like 7 samples of whiskey, of nice size samples of whiskey. And they give you like a scotch and a bourbon to kind of compare. So it's a really neat experience. The distillery is amazing. You're, just down the road from the Causeway. It turned out our cabbie was a former cooper at the distillery too. So that was kind of cool. Oh yeah, you'll pay in the morning with your lack of sleep. Oh, I appreciate it, Robbie. I know that you guys have an early work day over there. Hey, cheers, Anthony. It's good to see you. Anthony, why don't you drop the link to your live stream, because you are going live at a different time. You're going live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. We have a Sauternes, the only Causeway bottle we have. It's been a while. Need to have some. Yeah, I picked this one up. This is actually the first Causeway bottle that I'd ever bought. When they first released, I really wanted to try it. I'd heard really great things about the whole series. And it was when I first started getting into whiskey. And I look back at the picture of my whiskey collection in like 2019, and it's hilarious how it's just exploded like the blob. But this was my first Causeway release, and I didn't want to, wasn't ready to spend all that money on the higher age statement one. But I picked this one up, and let me tell you, obviously I liked it because I've gotten 5 or 6 more of them. Oh, you know what, Donald? If next time you're headed this direction, yeah, let me know. I probably will take you up on that, sir, because you pay a little less than we do. It is 90 plus tax here, and we don't have a whole lot left. Aaron's Sauternes cask is delicious. I like Sauternes more than I thought. There are some finishes I'm lukewarm on, but Sauternes is a good one. Thank you, Richie. Yeah, guys, make sure you check this out. Also going live at 7 is Kilco. He's got the silent auction for the Irene Tan tasting. But make sure you check out Anthony. Anthony, you're always such a good time. I love watching your streams. I try to stay up at least so I can jump in and say hi before I have to go to bed. All right, let's hit the next bottle. Yes, the Teeling Black Pits is also a Sauternes finish, and it's peated. It's lightly peated. It's right about Connemara. Tastes lighter, so if you can handle Connemara, you can handle Teeling Black Pits. It's a lot of tropical fruit. It's really, really nice. Been getting requests to go early for you East Coast people. Sorry. Yeah, it's late for us. Ugh. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. Kilco liver later. I'm assuming that was intentional. Oh, you know what? I might jump on Donald. Yeah, when you come pick up your bottles, or I get them to you, we're gonna have to talk, because that Redbreast 21 is $350 now here. It's absolutely insane. That's not inaccurate. Alrighty, let's see. Yeah, we got time to get through all of them. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna regret doing that one so late, but I'm gonna do this one anyway. So we're gonna go with the 13-year Duro cask finish, which is a type of, correct me if I'm wrong, type of port cask. This one was created exclusively for Australia. This is a 13-year-old. There we go. That I happened into. This one was bottled 3/21/2008, recast on 3/17/2016, and bottled in 2021. This was also released under Helen Mulholland. This one is 56.6% ABV. And the color on this is freaking gorgeous. Really nice color on this one. So a gentleman that I am friends with in Ireland, actually. Oh, where's my Sauternes? He helps run Belfast Whiskey Week, and he was able to get some of these Australian released Bushmills and reached out and let us have the opportunity to get them. So that is how I come upon that one. Oh, Redbreast 21. 3 years ago, I paid $235. Isn't that nuts? How much that price has gone up. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. $17.92. Oh, did you? Hand is busted up. Did you get hurt? I hope not. Ah, thank you, Sugar Kitty. Douro is Portuguese, very similar to port. That's what I thought. I thought it was a type of port, but I guess it's similar to port. The very rare 2023 is going for 100. Wow. That is insane. That is insane how the prices in the US have just absolutely skyrocketed. Never see Causeway in the wild. We don't. You'll see the rare casks. You would if you're at a higher end store, you will see those. We just got those here. They've been out for a while, and we just got them here. Make sure I didn't miss any of you guys. Okay. So this one, the color is absolutely gorgeous. Look how dark that is. That's absolutely beautiful. I'm trying to hit 350 by the end of the week. 7 more will put me here. All right. We should have 7 people with 7 other accounts in here to get you at the mark. Let's get Anthony at 350. Anthony, as soon as I get, if we don't do it during my stream, as soon as I get done here, I'm going to go and get my husband's accounts and all my accounts and make sure you have that. Surely we have that many accounts in here. Although how would everybody not be subscribed? Anthony, you're such a sweetheart. I love watching your channel. And cheers, Bourbon School. How are you guys doing? Grab more of the green spot wine finishes for 70. You are killing me, Donald. That is back up to 99 here. My husband did get me one, though. He did get me Layable Barton. So I love it. He went on a business trip down to Cincinnati. And I absolutely love it because he does what I do on business trips and comes home with liquor. So he came home with that for me and the Tullamore Dew cider cask that I did the new review on. Yeah, so if you are not subbed to Anthony Bourbon Neophyte, could somebody drop his link in here? So anybody who's not subbed, go through all your accounts and make sure you're subbed to Anthony. Oh, thank you, Eric. All the green spot wines are 125. So here they were at 99, and every once in a while the state would discount them to $65 a piece, which was awesome. And I would stock up on the Layable Barton. Montelena, I don't buy. I don't care for the Montelena, but the Layable Barton I would stock up on. Heck, I'd probably invite it a Quail Escape for $65. But they haven't done it in a long time. Now their IDL is going freaking nuts, and IDL is in big trouble. You guys are going to start seeing a lot of Irish whiskey on your shelves. So I can tell you there's over 30 new bottles coming to Ohio anyway. We've got Clonakilty's coming. We've got the Liberators coming, which you guys, let me tell you, if you like port finishes, single malt, you're not going to find a better port finish malt. It is so freaking good. We've got blacks coming, blacks of Kinsale's coming. Who else? Gosh darn it. The new Drumshambo is coming. I can't even think. There's just so many new. Clan Cola is coming. Clan Cola is coming, which is from Ascra. I'm butchering that name, but it's a fairly newer distillery. It's American owned over in Ireland. So it's nuts. Oh, thank you, Richie Z. Anthony, the guy with the fine hats. Yes. The master of haberdashery of Whiskey Tube. Oh, you bought 3 at Quail's Gate at 65. I see. I don't, I think it's 65. I'm not even, I would buy 1. I don't think I would buy 3. I wasn't that impressed with it. And I've got a couple people that absolutely love it. They just didn't do it for me. This is nice. This is figgy raisin all day long. Oh, it tastes like bread pudding, or it smells like bread pudding with raisins. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah, that's about the standard price. Is right about $98, $99 in the US. Oh, thank you, Hanging Easy. He really is the nicest guy. Oh, you like the Quail's Gate. Okay. It's just, I still like Label Barton better, just for me. Some, like I said, I have a couple people who really liked it. I like the other one better. Oh, you saw the Quail's Gate at Total Wine. I don't think they sent as much of that release. I got the one from Ireland. I didn't even get another one, tell you the truth, here. Because there was just too much other stuff to buy. Yes, a figgy pudding. Yeah, it smells like figgy pudding. Yeah, see? You and me tend to think almost exactly alike on this. And I totally agree with you. Label Barton's better. It's not bad. It's just, I was expecting more. I really was. Yes, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Hit that like. Really helps the channel. Even if you're already subscribed to Anthony, go click like on his stream. That'll put it in front of more people. This one is so good. And I don't even see how oily the glass is. So oily. I don't think I'll show it. Kind of. You kind of see it. It is so oily, which the other two did not have. It was good enough for Donald Lemon. Donald has exceptional taste, so I don't blame you. All right. We're going to move on to the next one here, which is the first in the series after Helen Mulholland left Bushmills with Alex Thomas as the master blender. Wash out my glass. So Alex Thomas was the blender behind the Sexton, and she became master blender at Bushmills. And one of her first two releases, she wanted to really showcase the variety that Bushmills casks have. So she released a Pomerol cask, which is a very different kind of red wine. I've heard it's very expensive red wine. And then this is the 2002 Causeway finished in vermouth casks. When I just thought this sounded really, really interesting. So I picked this one up. And the color is just really pretty yellow color. Now this one is also cask strength non-chill filtered. This was matured in oloroso sherry and bourbon casks before finishing in vermouth casks. This one is 48.2% ABV. So I've been drinking higher. We'll see what this drinking this lower does. If it drinks really thin, I don't think it will. I will say for Alex Thomas's first couple releases, that's like way too much. Oh well. She knocked it out of the park. She really did. I've had the Pomerol. I don't think I have any sample of that left. I think I drank it all. It's really good. It really is super spicy. Super spicy. Oh yeah, see, I like this one too. It's so different. It's really, really different. Hey, cheers, Dan. It is good to see you. Come to Ontario. The red spot is 125. Oh, you are killing me. That one is $205 here now. Apparently, we need to all run to Ontario. Go on a whiskey run to Ontario. So yeah, the color on this is just so pretty. It's just such a nice dark gold color. And this is super floral. Yeah, Amy, you and me both. I'm telling you, we need a road trip up to Ontario. It's not that far from Ohio. I need to stay at a liquor store, just about 3 bottles, including for Cullen Falls. You know, for a budget bottle, I like for Cullen Falls. I have that one. I'm gonna do a review on that one coming up. I just have run out of time here lately. But we're getting more for Cullen. Ohio, I know, is getting a 21-year for Cullen. I think they're getting like the 14 or 15 year as well. So you're going to start seeing a lot. There's kind of been a push. I think people are getting a little bit tired of the bourbon game. Some of these, especially in control states, they're getting a little tired of the bourbon game, and they're starting to push more Irish whiskey in some states. New York is the biggest buyer of Irish whiskey in the U.S. It's either New York or California. I think California's first and New York second, one or the other. Ohio and Florida are back and forth for third and fourth. So we spend a lot, and they're finally getting, a whole lot over here really, really quickly. So, I mean, it's the first time that my wallet actually, part of it isn't going for shipping, which is kind of nice. Yes, they're coolly sourced whiskeys. So it is pretty nice. Finally seen some Clonakilty here in Cali. Richie, that's the perfect segue. Actually let me make sure my calendar here. December 3rd, I'm going to be having Sean Scully from Clonakilty here, and we're going to be able to have some Clonakilty whiskey and bounce some questions off of him and find out what else is going to be coming to the U.S. for Clonakilty. I am a big Clonakilty fan. They got in the U.S. early and started doing the single casks and the store picks ahead of when none of the other Irish retailers were doing that. So I'm a big fan of what they're doing. They just released a bottle that it was a blend, and part of it was their own distillate. That one you can only get over in Ireland at their distillery, though. Hopefully some of their own stuff makes it over here eventually. Makes my favorite Irish single grain. They make some really good single malt too. I've got a couple of those that I really like. They're from over there, but I do like their single grain as well. And I think it was the malt, because they're growing their own barley. They have their own barley fields right on the coast. This one is so floral. It's like rose water. Yeah, it's like rose water, almond, like those little honey almond cookies. It's very delicate. This is one you just want to pour a glass and just sit with it a while. I wish Clonakilty could be on the shelves in Arizona. We are just getting them in Ohio. Yes, Two Stacks does a 20-year single grain that also is coolly sourced. I have a 13-year Two Stacks single grain that is coolly sourced, that is finished in champagne casks. And I have sweet talked a friend of mine into selling me another bottle because it's freaking good. And I know Robbie knows what I'm talking about because I know you know which one I mean. Oh, so next week also since you guys are here, we're sitting and drinking in between drinks here. Next week, I'm gonna have Lisa from the Dram Between on Instagram is going to be joining me, and we're going to be drinking Irish poaching. We're going to be having a poaching festival after party. So next weekend is the second annual Poaching Now Festival in Ireland. Robbie, correct me if I'm wrong. It's still at bar 1661, right? Pretty sure that's right. Also, I'm going to have, if all works out, a special surprise guest. So make sure you join in. That one is going to be a lot of fun. If you're a member of my Patreon, I'll also be drawing that night, and there will be a Patreon giveaway for 5 samples of Irish poaching from my collection. Some of it is you can't get outside of Ireland, so I'm going to put together some good stuff for you guys. I'm sure I'm going to be sharing the holy grail of Irish poaching, Cullow and Stone Soup. Let me tell you, that leads to world peace. If everybody just drank that, it is amazing. So make sure you tune in for that. My special guest, surprise guest, has said he's going to be joining us. There's a time difference, so I'm hoping it all works out. I believe we are going to be we're going to have that in the flight that I'm doing with Lisa. We're having Bon, and I think she is sending me some Glendalough as well, because I told her how much you said it was really, really good. Oh, thank you, Richie. Thank you. Yes. The Dram Between, yes. So she is a very big Irish whiskey, Irish poaching fan as well. And she is going to be joining me. A lot of the bottles we have are the same. I can tell you we're going to be going over, we are going to be drinking some. I said I want to pick some that's specifically in the US, or at least worldwide, so you guys can all get it. So I know like Smuggling Nun, we're gonna have that one. That one is at least in New England. Not sure how widespread it is, but it's in the US. You can get it in the US. I don't know if you can get it in Canada, but if we can cross over into Ontario to buy all your whiskey, you could cross over into the US and buy all our poaching. I'm calling that even. I'm calling it now. That's fair. But yes, Donald, I did specifically mention that one. I said we've got to go over that one. And I'm sure I know we're going to be having some Cullow poaching. We're going to have one from Mickle. The others are kind of toss-up. We're just gonna hang out. You know, you drink Irish poaching, the night just leads you where it does, and you're still along for the ride. This one is so complex. There's floral, there's apricot, there's honey, there's vanilla, there's woody notes. And when you can taste, it's old. I mean, you can taste it's got some age on it. The others are great. This one is just, even at the low, I dropped more than 10 proof points down. I went from a 58 to, well, is this a 48? Old eyes. All right, I dropped 10. So I went from 58 to 48. Does not drink that way. I mean, it's not drinking thin at all. Amy and Donald are talking about that Glendalough. Amy is a Glendalough fan. Glendalough is a good one. And they're one that they were one of the first Irish whiskeys, the smaller brands to come over to the US. So they had kind of a hot spell, and you don't hear as much from them. I don't think they've had really a release since the Mizunara, since the 7-year Mizunara. And the problem is there's so many distilleries in Ireland now. There's so many brands that it's becoming saturated. The good news is that we're getting a lot of them. They need to invest in the US. There's not enough money over there to sustain this market. And I tell you, I'm more than happy to send my money over there. They're just producing some really amazing whiskey. This one actually, this is the bottle that I took to Bourbon on the Banks for our after party. So if you ever see pictures of some pictures of the after party from all of us whiskey tubers at Bourbon on the Banks, you're going to see a little black box that is this 2002 Bushmills Vermouth cask. I took that down there. And I still owe Dustin a hand delivery. I'm just sending him the whole lineup of the Causeways. Double Barrel is, let me tell you, like I said, I just did a review of Double Barrel. If you have not heard of Double Barrel, Glendalough Double Barrel, check out my review. Brilliant whiskey for the price. Brilliant whiskey. Really, really good whiskey. Irish single grain. Oh, you got a lovely swag pack from Glendalough, and I especially love the booklet that outlines all their gin recipes. Glendalough has some really good gin too. Yes. Robbie, I'm going to learn how to pronounce that from Lisa because I have missed out on the Pachin, the little Pachin and the big black bottle. We are going to be featuring that one. That is going to be one of the ones that we have next week. Okay, Amy, you would what? All right. We've got one more. I'm definitely going to wrap up by 7 because we've got some other great streams. Do I like Napogue Castle? Richie, you like the one that I like. I really enjoy that 16-year. The 14 does nothing for me. My husband likes that one. The 12, I'll be perfectly honest. I used to hate it. I used to think it tastes like straw. I've gone back to that bottle and I don't mind it. I'm fine with it. It's honestly for $40. It's a single malt, bourbon finished single malt. I kind of like it. But the 16 is where it's at. I'm right there with you. Be curious to see what Donald says on this one. Oh, Amy likes the 16. Donald, if you're still here, let me know. Let me know what your favorite is from Napogue. Oh, you like the 14. Oh, Donald, you like those bourbon finishes. This is the Redbreast 15 debate again. Because I know you really like the Redbreast 15, and that's my least favorite. Amy and I also, Amy, I'm pretty sure you got that sample pack. That also included the 1951. The 1951 Napogue. That is a very special bottle. That one, let me tell you, that if you ever get the opportunity to try that bottle, it's not perfect. It's not meant to be. It's meant, it tastes like a musty library. Think you go into a library and you've got like a roaring fire and the leather sofa and the musty books. It's meant to be that. It's meant to have those flaws. And it's one of the most amazing pours I've ever had. Ah, you did. We did. We didn't get the 1951. We have empty bottle on our shelves. Yeah, that's one if I ever stumble across one at a reasonable price, that's a bottle I would love to have. It's a bump up in ABV. That's an excellent point, Donald. That is an excellent point. You do seem to gravitate more towards the ex-bourbon. I like the fruitier sherry notes. Yeah, those people know what the heck they're talking about. Hey, Jeffrey Wack. Cheers to you. So, oh, night, Robbie. Have a good day at work tomorrow, buddy. So we are trying this. This is going to be our last pour for the night because we have 5 minutes until everybody else goes live and I don't want to go over their times. We are having the 2012 Causeway release, finished in Burgundy casks. It was created exclusively for the Whiskey Club in Australia. And this one was distilled in 2012, bottled in 2022, and is 51.8% ABV. Oh, fudge crackers. There we go. The color on this is unreal. Absolutely beautiful. So this one, Donald and I got courtesy of some very good friends in Australia. This is, I know this one won some, and there goes the cap. Oops. I'll grab that later. This one won some awards. I can't remember which award. She won some awards for this, and I can't remember which ones they are. This was a very special release for the Australian Whiskey Club market. The color on, just look at the color on that. That's incredible. Absolutely amazing. Oh, there's raisins and vanilla. It's like black cherry cream. Oh, the vanilla on this is, I didn't expect the vanilla to come through as much on this one, but it comes through more than that Duro did. Cheers, Independent Joe. Yeah, you like a whiskey that's more spirit driven. Yeah. I like some funky finishes. Hey, cheers, Old Pirate Bourbon. Thank you for stopping in. So we are drinking the Bushmills Causeway 2012 Burgundy cask finish. So this is a cask strength release. This was done by Alex Thomas. This was for 2022. So good. Lot of cherry, like dark cherry vanilla. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like cherry vanilla, like pudding cake, because you still get the maltiness. Lot of vanilla. I wish the finish was a little longer. That's probably my only complaint. Well, that cherry does tend to linger. I can see why this won awards. This is dessert in a glass. This is so good. It does remind me of some kind of like cherry pudding cake dessert. Really, really good. Yeah, the color is natural color. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful color. Yes, you're right. This is only my second pour, second or third pour from the bottle. Trying to get the dog to leave the cork now. Leave it. Alrighty. Yes, Anthony is going live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time instead of midnight. He is going live for the East Coast people, so he's going live at 7, along with Kilco. Kilco is going live right now at 7. Please jump over to Kilco. Tell him I sent you. At 9 o'clock is Livewire Whiskey. They're doing some movie quote trivia tonight. Make sure you check them out. Next week, we're going to be Poaching Festival after party. And we're going to have some special surprise guests. So make sure you tune in for that. Thank you guys all for joining me today. Make sure you check out the rest of these great streams tonight. And you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. Slacha.